Hey guys, RC Bros Productions here. This is going to be a workshop series video on how to glue tires and also how to put anti-ballooning measures on tires when we're going to be putting tape inside of a tire to prevent it from ballooning. We're going to be doing some small tires right here, installing foam in them and gluing them onto the rims. I've already got two finished products right here. I've also got a finished product of what we're going to be doing here. This one already has the tire ballooning tape installed and it's glued to the rim and it's ready to be installed on a vehicle. So here's the rim we're going to be using with this tire right here. So what we're going to do is grab some tape, preferably a tape that's not very stretchy, such as this packing tape, what I did with this tire right here is I put packing tape in there and then I put this on top of that just as an extra measure of anti-ballooning. So what we're going to do first is flip the tire inside out. It's maybe a little bit difficult to do. Make sure everything's all smooth as you can get, like that. And then see what the width is. Okay, so it should be just about perfect for taping this, but since there's all these bumps and dimples and all that, all these humps and stuff, I'm just gonna be putting cut it in half and put a strip down the center of it where it's not so bumpy. So try it, if I can find the tape. There it is right here. Okay. So get about this much tape right here. So I'd say about a foot. And then we're gonna cut it like this. Duct tape is also the best for this, but we don't have any duct tape right now. So about almost a foot long, 10 inches, 11 inches. And just do your best to cut it in half. I don't know if this is gonna work so well. Gotta find something to hook it up to. And maybe, once I can tear it. Oh yeah. Perfect, right down the center. So, we're going to be putting one piece somewhere where you can just hang it down there. And the other one we're going to put on the tire. Make sure your tire is fairly clean on there. This is pretty clean surface. Just put it on there and wrap around. Make sure it's on there, press it down. I should have made it a little bit longer. See, it barely made it. You should have it long enough so it can overlap. But I'll make sure I put the other one on there over it like this. There we go, right there. Perfect. Make sure it's on there fairly tight, not too loose. And then press it down. Go around the edges, press it down. And now we're going to put some electrical tape on there. It is a little bit stretchy, but you're able to put it on there very tightly, so that's good. That's why we're using it. Okay. So just put it on there as tightly as you can. Try and wrap it around nice and tightly. There we go, that's good. And now cut it. Press the edge down very nicely. Go around, press it down. And then we're going to be pushing it back the right side so it's not inside out anymore. The right side in. Okay. This might be a little bit difficult. Just try to keep the tape on there as well. It might want to come off or separate. There. So if you look inside there, there's still some areas where it needs to be pressed down, so just go ahead and just press it down against a hard surface. Make sure it's pressed down completely. And this tire is ready to go. You can see that it doesn't want to stretch. Obviously it goes lengthwise like that, but it won't stretch anymore if I pull it because of that tape. Normally if I had it without the tape, it would stretch to about here. I could stretch it. This is very stretchy. Okay, so here's the rim. So we're gonna be using that rim. Now we're going to be installing the foam. So just kind of push it in there. Make sure it goes in the whole way like that. And it's inside the edges like that. And it's that easy. All right, next we're going to be going on the glue section. Okay guys, now we're going to be putting the rim inside the tire and doing the gluing. So we're just going to try and get the tire in there, or the rim in there as much as we can inside the tire. Try and stretch it around the edges like that. Stretch it over like that. Just try and get the edges as close as you can to the side. Now push the foam so it's like underneath, it's in between the tire and the rim like that. So you shouldn't be able to see the foam like that, or maybe just a little bit, but you shouldn't be able to see it just like that. It's not sticking out anymore. Now we're going to be lifting this part of this edge of the tire, the rear edge. We're going to be putting it on the rim like that. Just like that. Make sure that it's in place around the edges. It's ready to be glued. Now this side, that's also in place. This side is also ready to be glued. This is how it should look. When you're done, it should be ready to glue and, you know, mount it on there properly. Okay, so you can use super glue, you can use CA tire glue. There's a couple different types of glues you can use. Don't use Elmer's glue or Mao glue or anything, obviously anything weak like that. So this is where it gets a little bit difficult. So you're gonna be taking your glue. This one's nice because it's a little brush, and that's exactly what we need. And you're just gonna brush some glue on there. Just brush it on there lightly. You don't need a big coating. Just a light brushing. And now slide over, move over to another area. Try and do this quickly because this glue dries very fast. The thing about this using super glue is because it dries very quickly, so you don't have much time to work with. But tire glue and CA glue don't dry quite as quick as super glue. Okay, there. Ooh, I can smell it. Be sure to use super glue in a ventilated area because this stuff has some nasty fumes. Okay, and this edge is done. Now just squeeze it. So make sure the top's on the glue so it doesn't go everywhere. And now just hold it for about 30 seconds like this. Just kind of squeeze it. Squeeze it so it's on the rim. When it dries, it's properly secured to the rim. Okay, just a couple more seconds and it should be good. Okay, that side's done. Now we're going to be gluing the other side. Okay, so we're going to repeat the same process on this side. Lift and brush. Move over and do the same thing. Lift and brush. Oop, gotta make sure that it's on there properly. Like that. It was too far back. There we go. Now move over, lift and brush. Move over and lift and brush. And we just keep doing that all the way around till we hit the glue. Now we've gone all the way around. Put your cap on the glue. Now we're going to be holding it. Squeeze it. Okay, just a couple more seconds. If there's a little glue on the outside, it doesn't matter. Nothing's going to stick to it once it's dry. Okay, that should be good. Make sure all the edges are properly secured to the tire. Oh yeah, that's dry now. It's all secured on there. Not going anywhere. This side, probably almost dry. So this tire is completed. We've installed tape for anti-ballooning so these tires don't balloon, and we've glued them onto a rim. So now we've got 2 tires that are ready to be mounted on a vehicle. Okay, so now we're going to be doing these small tires. These are for my HPI RS4. Already got 2 examples there. We're putting foam, inserting foam in the tires and gluing it to the rims. These are completed already. Okay, so first, take the foam, stuff it inside there. By the way, we are not doing tape for anti-ballooning on these tires because first of all, they're so small, they're not gonna balloon. Second of all, they just don't balloon. The rubber is not very stretchy. Okay. And if it has a crease or a crumple like that, spread it out on the other side, like pull it around so it's evenly distributed across the entire tire. All right, push it down, make sure that both sides are, the rubber is on the outside, and now that's ready to be, the rim is ready to be put inside there. The foam is properly installed. Okay, next we will be taking the rim. Looks like there's some shredded plastic there. Taking the rim and putting it inside there. Now if your tire, if it matters what direction this is facing, make sure that it's the right way, whether it's this way or this way. For this tire, it doesn't matter. Both sides are the same. Okay. It's a little bit difficult to get on there. Just stretch it around as much as you can. It might take a little bit of force to stretch it around like that. There we go. Now push it through and try and slide it on. Lift the rubber so it goes over onto this side. This one's a little difficult because it's smaller. Now keep pushing it over. Okay, now we're gonna be putting the rubber onto the rim like that. And make sure that it's properly mounted. There's like little slots on the tires that go the whole way. That's where the tire, the lip of the tire, I guess you could say, that's where it goes on. There. Now it's properly mounted on there and ready to be glued. Since we already showed you how to glue tires, we're just going to do a time lapse of this process. All right, guys, here are the finished products right here. There's foam in all these, and they feel real nice, ready to be installed on a vehicle. We've got anti-ballooning for these tires, and all these tires are ready to be installed on any vehicle of your choice. Thanks for watching.